Good morning, people. Today is day 3 of designing a graphic per day for 30 days straight to just practice my skills in Photoshop. Yesterday was an amazing day since we designed a graphic with the word clock. It was a really nice design and I really liked how it came out. I just want to tell you that you could activate at any time the Great Reset by arriving at 30 comments or 50 likes. I will need to design a graphic only in 10 minutes. I will probably rage quit. Okay, so today to just start things off, I'll just select a random word from this website here that we are using for this 30-day challenge to help me create the main outline of this design. Okay, so here we are in Photoshop. The main idea I had for this graphic here was basically just to replicate the New York Times. So if we think about like the layout, the main layout of this design. So I'm just replicating the title. As you can see, instead of the New York Times, I just put the Global Mind Times in a similar font. After I put on the bottom part of this initial title here the date when I'm designing this graphic here, the number of this design of this collection, so 3, since today is day 3 of this challenge, and also just other facts to make the graphic more similar to the actual layout in the New York Times. What I want to do now is basically brainstorm the things that I will add in the bottom part of this design. So I think I'm gonna add a desert article with different information about the cacti, the desert, just give some information to the customer about the desert. So what I want to focus on now is to get a really nice image of the desert or of a cactus or cacti and just color grade it to make it really nice and spicy, and from there we can just add some text and just create a sort of essay inside this graphic here, just to give some context and just to create like a newspaper on a t-shirt, because I really like this concept here of combining 2 helpful products in just one product, and I really like the idea of just implementing 2 projects and putting it in one. It's a really nice and fun thing to do. So what I'm doing now, I'm basically just creating the main outline for this graphic here, for this newspaper and article. I'm just creating the layout. Here I'm just copying and pasting the placeholder text. I don't know if you can say it like this. Just some random text that then I will just change with the meaningful text for the article, just to see from a viewpoint what I'm creating in terms of layout. Let's talk about the kind of text I want to put on this design. So I firstly wanted to put something with the Sahara Desert, but then I realized that most of my audience is in North America. So I decided to change it with the Mojave Desert. It's more true to our mindset, and even there were more information about the type of cacti, and yeah, it was in general a better option for us. It didn't change a lot now since the collection that we're going to make with the desert isn't like constructed, but I think that we will choose in the future the Mojave Desert rather than the Sahara for the natural and so plant diversity, and so there are different features in the nature that are different from the Sahara that I think that fit really well our mindset and even streetwear vibe. So here I'm just putting some random but interesting information about the Mojave Desert, and I think that once we look back in a couple of years on this design, it will be really nice to see how in a way we predicted this collection. This is an announcement about the collection that we're going to make in the future, as the articles in the newspapers are. So I think it's really nice to do, and I really like how it's coming along, and even the storyline about this graphic here. Now to make it more colorful, I just put some information about the colors we will use in the collection, since it's a really important part of a design, since the colors are the thing that spark the attention to the reader. And so I'm just gonna get some color palette of the desert, which by the way we are going to use, and just put it there as a statement of the colors that we will use in the collection. I think that this wraps up perfectly the design and the kind of idea idea we want to follow as Global Mind Studios for the desert collection in the future. Now it's coming along pretty nice. We're just doing the last thing, so the closing of the article, by just in a way replicating the top part with the lines. We are also adding the logos of my clothing brand. I will add all three since I want to make it official that it is a newspaper / article from Global Mind Studios. Here we're just making sure that everything is fine. We're just refining the last details. Now that we finished this article, I'm going to create a stamp with a cactus and with some text that goes around the cactus, that basically is a stamp to certify that it's a Global Mind Studios article. This stamp here will go printed over the graphic with some spray paint. So I think it's a really nice idea to make each t-shirt different, and it's a really nice way to differentiate the t-shirt because I'm gonna use different stencils. So it's a really fun part if I'm going to sell this design here. So now I'm just creating the outside logo, text logo. It will include Global Mind Studios, Cactus and Desert collection. And this part here, I'm gonna say it once again, I will spray paint it over the printed design on a t-shirt in a way like you're seeing now on the mock-up. So in different positions of the design. So maybe one will be printed on top of the design, like on the top left, the other one on the top right, in the middle, just to play around with it and make it unique. We have arrived at the end of today's video, so we need to rate this design using 4 criterions. If you want, you can also vote in the comments below. I will use it to vote the best design of this 30-day challenge, so please go vote down below. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you tomorrow with a new graphic and video. Bye bye.